From the recently announced 4-part conclusion to the ReLIFE series, to Fansubs becoming illegal, I'm your host, AnimeSam, and this is AniNews. What's up guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of AniNews. I realized that I never actually got to thank you guys for 1,000 subs because it just happened so quickly. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I really do owe it all to you guys. So I really think that reaching this milestone in about 3 months is pretty decent, and the channel is still growing fairly strong, so I'm really excited to see where we can take this channel together. But anyway, let's just get right into the first trailer for today, and that's for the 4-episode direct continuation of the ReLIFE series, which will serve to bring the anime to its conclusion. It will be called Kenketsuhen, which translates to Concluding Story, and will release on Blu-ray and DVD in Japan in March 2018. It's quite a ways away, so if you're a fan of the series, I hope you don't mind waiting a year to see it end, but if you can't, you can always just read the manga, assuming that it ends the same way.
意味がないのに、どうして考えるのをやめられないんだろう。
大人になった時、この1年は特別だったんだってまた思い返すような気がするよ。
Next up, I've got a preview for the upcoming anime adaptation of the visual novel Code Realize, Sousei no Himegimi, or in English, Guardian of Rebirth. Now, the synopsis was worded fairly poorly, so I'll try to explain the plot as best I can. We have a girl named Cardia who has a poison in her body, which results in her being outcast by others. She then meets a man named Arsène Lupin, who brings her to a strange and mysterious place called Industrial London, where there she meets various strange people and learns about them and the strange place in hopes of finding her father. So from what I can tell, the quality looks pretty good, so I guess it just comes down to how well they implement the source material. So this is set to begin airing in October later this year.
そうですとも。このしがない泥棒が必ずやあなたの願いを叶えてみせましょう。
私、あなたに触れてみたい。
Now, this next trailer I wasn't really able to find too much information, but it seems to be another OVA for the Gundam The Origin series. It's for the Battle of Loum, in which the Zeon forces attack Side 5, also known as the Loum. So unless you're caught up with the whole Gundam The Origin series, I don't think this is something to watch as a standalone.
そしてジオンのエースパイロットとなったシャア・アズナブル。対する地球連邦は最大規模の艦隊を率いるレビル、連邦宇宙軍最強と言われるティアンム、そしてシャアの
With the recent success of Ajin, it's not surprising that more CG anime is making their appearance. This is a trailer for an original anime called Soutai Sekai, or in English, The Relative World. Since it is an original anime, there's no information on the plot other than what we see in the trailer. And to be honest, I'm not usually a fan of CG animes because, to me anyway, they sometimes take away from the show with their harsh aesthetic. But this show integrates the CG and the anime quite well. I mean, the first few scenes I couldn't even tell whether it was CG at first. So this will be a 2-episode ONA series airing on April 28th and May 5th respectively.
Soutai Sekai.
And finally, for all you Yowamushi Pedal fans, the anime's official website streamed a special preview in honor of the start of what is called the most prestigious sports event for Japanese high school athletes, the All Japan Inter-High School Championship. It starts as the 16th episode of the Yowamushi Pedal New Generation series, which I believe aired, I think, yesterday.
去年2位だったから少ねえんじゃねえのかっつったの誰だ。東一郎。宿命だよ、ユキ。王者。
Moving on to the announcements for today, the editorial department, MF Bunko J, who are responsible for the work such as No Game No Life and Quality Code, stated that on May 1st they will be announcing the title of a new upcoming anime. It has been confirmed that the group performing the image song for One Punch Man Season 2 will be Jam Project, the same group that did the Season 1 opening. A new anime called Konbini Kareshi got announced for July, and finally, a new Mahouka Visual for the movie got released. Alright, next up I've got the news story for today. So I came across a recent news article from comicbook.com by Riley Hutchins, and it talked about how the Dutch just declared that fan-subbing works of anime is now illegal. So in case you guys didn't already know, fan-subbing is where the original anime works are translated by fans into either English or whatever the native language of your country is. So instead of using the official subtitles that are released by the company that owns the rights to the original content, you use these fan subs instead. So in this particular case, the Netherlands anti-piracy group, Brein, or BREIN, went to court to determine whether the original owners of foreign works have the exclusive rights to subtitle those works as well. And the outcome of the case was ruled in the favor of Brein. The court stated that subtitles can only be created and distributed with permission from the rights holder, and doing so without permission is copyright infringement and thus punishable with either jail time or a fine depending on where you live. Okay, so fan-subbing is illegal there, so what? It makes me wonder how they are possibly going to enforce this law if you can't even crack down on distributors of pirated content. In the article, it stated that the reasoning behind this action was to make it easier for Brein to work against sites that distribute illegal content. But to me, it just seems like a scare tactic to discourage the works of fan-subbers who are actually doing a service to the community. And if you're wondering if this ruling will pass over into North America or anywhere else for that matter, probably not. So this isn't too much of a big deal, it's not much of a monumental change or anything, but rather just another interesting story that I thought I'd share with you guys. And finally, for the featured content of the day, this one coming from the Reddit user iHitokage, who has released a collection of GIFs of some real-life animations, and if you're interested, this is actually his third post, so if you want to see the source, the link is in the description, along with anything else that I've mentioned today. So that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of AniNews. As always, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this type of anime news content, then you already know what to do. My next video is probably going to be a Kimi no Na wa special, then maybe another news video, then hopefully a Who Did It Better video, but we'll see. So yeah, until next time, ciao.